My fiancé announced, "I bet my friends $10 you'd still marry me after I cheated." I said, "You're gonna win." Then I married her sister instead. She had to pay up at what should have been our reception. I, 29 male, overheard the conversation that ended my 5-year relationship in the most bizarre way possible. My fiancée Desiree, 27, was wine drunk with her 3 best friends in our backyard, not knowing I'd come home early from my shift. "So when are you telling him?" That was her friend Melody. Desiree laughed. "After the wedding, obviously. That's when the bet ends." "I still can't believe you wagered 10 grand that he'd marry you even if you cheated," another voice said. Sounded like Tamara. "Please, have you met Ethan? Man's so desperate to lock me down, I could probably bang someone in our bed and he'd still go through with it. Besides, I already did the hard part. 3 months with Rodrigo and this idiot hasn't noticed shit." My stomach dropped. Rodrigo was her spin instructor. "But what if he finds out before?" the third friend, Iris, asked. "Then I lose 10 grand. But he won't. Boy's too trusting. Plus my sister Colette keeps covering for me. She thinks she's protecting my happiness or whatever. Family loyalty and all that BS." I stood frozen behind the screen door. "Show them the video again," Melody giggled. I heard phone sounds, then male grunting and Desiree's very distinctive laugh. My hand was already on my phone, recording everything. $10,000, ladies. Easiest money I'll ever make. We get married in 8 weeks. I collect my cash at the reception, then maybe I'll tell him. Or not. Depends if Rodrigo's still fun. They clinked glasses. I backed away, went to my car, and sat there for an hour processing. Then I texted my best friend Jerome, "Need to borrow your spare room. We'll explain later." The next morning, I acted normal. Kissed Desiree goodbye, went to work, but actually met with Colette at a coffee shop. "Your sister's cheating on me," I said the moment she sat down. Colette went pale. "Ethan, she said it was over. She promised me." "You knew?" She broke down, told me everything. The affair started 4 months ago, not 3. She'd caught them at Rodrigo's apartment when she went to return Desiree's gym bag. Desiree convinced her that she'd end it, that she just needed to get it out of her system before marriage. "I'm so sorry, I thought I was protecting your future together." She swore she loved you. She bet her friends 10 grand I'd still marry her even if I cheated. Colette's face went from pale to furious. "She what?" I showed her the recording. She listened, hands shaking. "That bitch," she whispered. Then louder. "That absolute bitch. I've been covering for her, lying to you, feeling guilty, and she's treating it like a game." "Help me," I said simply. "Whatever you need." The plan formed quickly. Colette was single, gorgeous, and just as pissed as I was. We both wanted Desiree to face consequences, and we found the perfect way. Update 1. Holy shit. You guys were right about keeping documentation. I've got everything now. So after meeting with Colette, we started phase 1, intelligence gathering. Colette pretended to be supportive of Desiree's affair, saying she understood and wanted to help. Desiree, being the narcissist she is, ate it up. Started telling Colette everything. The gym schedule meetups, the hotel receipts she hid, even showed her nudes Rodrigo sent. Meanwhile, I played the devoted fiancé, increased my wedding enthusiasm to 11. Started posting countdown posts on Instagram, 42 days until I marry my dream girl. Gag. But here's where it gets juicy. Desiree's friends raised the stakes. Since I seemed extra devoted, they each threw in another $2K. So now Desiree stood to win $16 if she pulled this off. Melody even said, "Should we make it 20? This is too easy." Desiree's response? "Nah, I don't want to take all your money. I'm not heartless." The audacity. Last week, Colette and I started hanging out publicly. Nothing suspicious, just bonding over wedding planning since Desiree's so busy with work. We'd get coffee, go over venue details, taste cakes, normal wedding prep stuff that Desiree was too stressed to handle. Desiree was thrilled. "I'm so glad you two are getting along. Family's so important." Yeah, about that. The chemistry between Colette and me was unexpected. She's everything Desiree isn't. Genuine, caring, actually interested in my work. I'm a veterinary technician. Not glamorous, but I love it. We weren't faking the connection for revenge anymore. It was real. 3 nights ago, Desiree came home late, hair messy, makeup smudged. "Spin class was intense," she said, kissing my cheek. I smiled. "You work so hard, babe. Hey, your sister wants to know if you picked the bridesmaid dress color?" Tell her whatever matches her skin tone. I trust her judgment. Will do. Love you too, sucker. I mean, sweetie. She actually said that. Actually said it. Weddings in 6 weeks. This is gonna be epic. Update 2. Shit escalated fast. First, Desiree got cocky. Started taking bigger risks. Had Rodrigo pick her up from our apartment. In his distinctive yellow Camaro. Our neighbor Mrs. Patterson saw everything and asked me if we were having car trouble, since a young man was driving Desiree around. Oh, that's her coworker, carpooling to save the environment, I said with my biggest smile. Mrs. Patterson didn't buy it, but bless her, she patted my hand sympathetically. Then came the family dinner disaster. Desiree's parents invited everyone over to celebrate the upcoming wedding. Her mom, Gloria, had made this whole photo display of Desiree growing up, ending with our engagement photos. Halfway through dinner, Desiree gets a text and literally giggles. Work emergency? Her dad asked. Yeah, sure, work. She was tipsy and not even trying. Under the table, Colette showed me her phone. Desiree had accidentally sent the text to their sister group chat, instead of just Rodrigo. Can't wait for round 2 tonight, Daddy. Her mom's phone was in that chat. Gloria's face went from confused to horrified to carefully blank in about 3 seconds. She looked at me, then at Desiree, who was still texting and smiling. Oblivious. Ethan, honey, could you help me in the kitchen? Gloria asked. In the kitchen, she broke down. I'm so sorry, I raised her better than this. You don't deserve. It's not your fault. Are you gonna call off the wedding? I looked her dead in the eyes. The wedding is definitely happening. Everyone's already flying in. Would be ashamed to waste all that planning. She studied my face, then slowly smiled. Colette's been helping a lot with preparations, hasn't she? She's been amazing. Good, that's good. She squeezed my hand. Team Ethan, sweetie. Whatever happens. Later that night, Desiree had the nerve to complain about dinner. God, my family's so boring. 3 more weeks and we can skip these dinners for a while. I told Melody we'd go to Cabo for a girls' trip right after the honeymoon. With what money? I asked innocently. She grinned. Oh, I've got a surprise windfall coming. Don't worry about it. Can't wait to hear about it. You will, babe. At the reception, it's gonna be hilarious. I smiled back. I'm sure it will be. Meanwhile, Colette and I had filed for a marriage license in the next state over. Perfectly legal, just needed to wait the required period. T-minus 21 days. Update 3. Monday before the wedding. Shit got real. Desiree's friends threw her a surprise bachelorette party Sunday night. Except it wasn't a surprise for me because Colette was invited and kept me informed. They went to a club downtown. Desiree got wasted, like held up by 2 people wasted. And guess who happened to be at the same club? Rodrigo and his boys. Baby, she screamed across the VIP section. In front of everyone. Jumped on him, made out with him, grinding on him on the dance floor while wearing a bride-to-be sash. Melody live-streamed parts of it on Instagram before realizing maybe that was evidence and deleted it. Too bad I already screen-recorded everything from Colette's phone. But here's the best part. Tamara got cold feet about the bet. Des, maybe we should call it off. This is getting cruel. Desiree's response? Cruel? Please, he should be grateful I'm even marrying his boring ass. Do you know how many times I've had to pretend to care about sick dogs and cat surgeries? I deserve this money. But what if? What if nothing? The wedding's in 5 days. Invitations went out. His family's flying in from across the country. Catering's paid. You think he's gonna call it off now? Please, man doesn't have the balls. Iris laughed. Remember when you tested him? Came home with a hickey and said it was a curling iron burn? And he believed it. Literally held ice on it for me. They all laughed. Colette excused herself to the bathroom and sent me everything. Tuesday, things got complicated. Desiree's ex, Marcus, reached out to me. Yeah, that Marcus, the one she dated before me. Found me on LinkedIn of all places. Bro, heard you're marrying Des, just wanted to warn you. She pulled this same shit with me. Cheated, made bets with her friends about it. I found out after she'd already won $5,000 that I'd forgive her. Don't be me. We met for beers. He showed me old text threads. Same friend group, same type of bets, just smaller amounts back then. She called you her practice run, I told him. Of course she did. Let me guess, she's betting you'll stay even after cheating? Marry her, actually. Damn, inflation hit her bets too. He laughed bitterly. You gonna run? Oh, I'm definitely showing up to the wedding. He studied my face. You got something planned. Let's just say she's not the only one who can make bets. Can I come to the wedding? Absolutely. Wednesday, Desiree panicked. Not about the affair, about her dress. It's too tight. The seamstress fucked up. She was screaming at everyone. The seamstress, her mom, Colette, me. Everyone's fault but hers that she'd been stress eating and drinking for weeks. The seamstress performed miracles and let it out. Desiree never even thanked her. That night, she cuddled up to me in bed. Sorry I've been such a bridezilla, I'm just nervous. I love you so much. Love you too, I lied. After we're married, things will be different. Better, I promise. I'm sure they will be. She fell asleep smiling, probably dreaming of her 16K. Thursday, yesterday, the families arrived. My parents, siblings, cousins, everyone. They all knew. I'd told them everything. My mom especially was livid but played it cool. Desiree, you look radiant, Mom said at the rehearsal dinner. Thanks, I'm so excited to officially be family. Yes, well, you'll definitely be part of a memorable day. Dad pulled me aside. You sure about this, son? Never been more sure of anything. Good man, your grandmother would be proud. The rehearsal itself was hilarious. Desiree kept texting during it. The priest actually had to ask her to put her phone away during her own wedding rehearsal. Sorry, Father, work emergency. Rodrigo must be one hell of a work emergency. Her friends were all there, already counting their money. Melody whispered to Tamara, easiest 16 grand we'll ever make. Colette, standing as maid of honor, caught my eye and winked. Tomorrow's the big day. Everything's in place. The marriage license with Colette is valid as of midnight tonight. The prenup, Desiree refused to sign because that's not romantic, would have protected her. Now she gets nothing. My uncle, who's also a lawyer, is ready. The DJ has special instructions. The photographer has been briefed. Desiree's last texts to Rodrigo tonight, yes, Colette's still monitoring. Last night of freedom, then I'm 16,000 richer and we can get that place together. Ethan will never know. Oh, I know. And tomorrow everyone will know. Wedding's at 2 p.m. Can't wait. Final update. I'm writing this from my honeymoon suite. Just not with who you'd expect. The morning started normally. Desiree was at the hotel getting ready with her bridesmaids. I was with my groomsmen at Jerome's place. At 11 a.m. Colette texted me. She's already drinking champagne and texting Rodrigo about their future apartment. At noon I put on my tux, looked in the mirror, smiled. At 1 p.m. Colette left the bridal suite, claiming she needed to check on the flowers. She met me at the courthouse where my uncle was waiting. Quick ceremony, just us, the judge, and Jerome as witness. Kissed my new wife and headed to the church. At 1:45 p.m., guests were seated. 200 people. The Bet Squad, Melody, Tamara, and Iris, sat together, practically vibrating with excitement. At 2 p.m., music started. Groomsmen walked. Bridesmaids walked. Colette, as maid of honor, walked, but instead of standing on Desiree's side, she came and stood next to me. Confused murmurs. Then came Desiree. She looked beautiful, I'll give her that, smiling like she'd won the lottery. Which in her mind, she had. She reached the altar, handed her bouquet to no one because Colette was standing by me. What are you doing? She hissed at Colette. Standing by my husband, Colette said clearly. The entire church gasped. What? I took the mic from the priest. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming. There's been a slight change in plans. Desiree's face went from white to red to purple. See, 3 months ago, I discovered my fiancé was having an affair. But that's not even the interesting part. She bet her friends $16,000 that I'd still marry her even if I cheated. She was right about one thing. There was definitely going to be a wedding today. I turned to the projector screen we'd set up for the slideshow of memories. Jerome, hit it. The recording from that first night played. Everyone heard everything. The bet, the affair, calling me pathetic, the whole thing. Desiree lunged for the laptop. 2 of my cousins blocked her. Turn it off. Oh, we're just getting started. Next came the Instagram live footage from her bachelorette party, making out with Rodrigo while wearing her bride sash, then screenshots of texts, including the one from last night about getting an apartment with Rodrigo with Ethan's money. That's fake. He's making it up. Des, your mom's in that group chat too, Colette said sweetly. She can verify. Gloria stood up. It's real. I've seen it all. The crowd was in chaos. Some people were recording, others leaving, most just staring in shock. Now, I continued, about that bet. Desiree, you need to pay up. See, you bet I'd marry you despite the cheating. I didn't. I married your sister an hour ago, so technically, you lost. You can't do that. That's illegal. My uncle stood up. Actually, it's perfectly legal. They got their license in another state, waited the required period, and there's no law against marrying your ex-fiancée's sister. Melody shouted. We're not paying. The bet was a joke. A joke? I pulled out my phone. I have Venmo requests from all of you to Desiree's account with wedding bet in the description. Your own paper trail, ladies. Iris started crying. Tamara tried to sneak out but was blocked by my cousin at the door. Pay up now, or my lawyer uncle here starts filing fraud charges. Your choice. One by one, they pulled out their phones. The beautiful sound of Venmo notifications filled the church. But Desiree wasn't done. You planned this. You humiliated me. You humiliated yourself. I just gave you the audience you seemed to want. She turned to Colette. You bitch, my own sister. You called me last week to laugh about how stupid Ethan was, Colette said calmly. You said I was pathetic for not being able to keep a man. You used me as your alibi while you fucked your spin instructor. Sister? You don't know the meaning of the word. Then Rodrigo stood up. Yeah, he was there. In the back. Yo, Des, this is too much drama for me. We're done. What? Baby, no. You said you were getting 16 grand. You said we were getting an apartment. Now you're broke and single? Nah, I'm out. He left. Desiree collapsed on the altar steps, sobbing. Her dad walked up, helped her stand. Let's go, Desiree. Daddy, do something. I am. I'm taking you home. And Monday, you're moving out. Your mother and I are done enabling this behavior. They left. The friends slunk out. Most of the guests were in shock. I turned to the remaining crowd. Now, who wants to celebrate an actual marriage built on trust and love? Reception's still paid for. Tout the DJ started playing Before He Cheats, and about half the guests stayed, including Marcus, who bought us our first round. That was fucking beautiful, man, he said, toasting us. The reception was amazing. Colette and I had our first dance to That's What You Get, her choice. Perfect. My mom gave a speech about waiting for the right person, even if they're standing right next to the wrong one. The cake? We'd switched it Thursday night. Instead of the elegant 3-tier Desiree picked, it was a 2-tier with a topper of a bride and groom and a tiny figure being kicked off the cake. The bakery nailed it. It's been 3 days. Colette and I are in Cabo. Yes, the trip Desiree planned to take with her girls using her bet money. We used the tickets Desiree had already bought since they were in Colette's name too, family booking. The fallout has been insane. Desiree tried to claim we stole her honeymoon, but the booking was under my card, so... Nope. She's been posting about being betrayed by blood, but everyone saw the video, so she's getting roasted in the comments. Melody, Tamara, and Iris are fighting about whose fault it was to make the bet traceable. Rodrigo apparently already has a new girlfriend, the receptionist at the gym. Gloria sent us a beautiful wedding gift with a note, for the couple who actually deserves happiness. Desiree had to move back in with her parents, who are charging her rent. The venue coordinator offered us a discount on our anniversary party next year because that was the most entertainment we've ever had at a wedding. But the best update? Desiree had to pay out the $16 bet, which we donated to a local animal shelter in her name. They sent her a thank you card with pictures of all the dogs her generous donation helped. She blocked us after that. As for Colette and me, what started as revenge turned into something real. We're taking it slow, going to couples counseling to make sure we're building something healthy. We both went through trauma, her having a narcissist sister, me being cheated on, and we're working through it together. My only regret? Not seeing the red flags sooner. Like when Desiree made me skip my dog's surgery to attend her friend's birthday. Or when she called my job playing with animals. Or when she literally said her ex was too poor to keep her interested. To everyone asking if I feel bad, no, she made a bet that I was too pathetic to leave. She lost that bet in the most public way possible. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. To everyone saying Colette and I won't last, maybe. Maybe not, but at least we're starting honest. And to Desiree, who I know is reading this, your spin instructor has a girlfriend now. Your friends are broke and hate you. Your family is disappointed. You're living in your childhood bedroom at 27. Meanwhile, I'm on a beach with your sister who's a better person than you'll ever be. Bet you didn't see that coming. P.S. The priest said it was the most memorable wedding he'd officiated in 30 years. He's using it as a cautionary tale in his pre-marriage counseling sessions now. P.P.S. Mrs. Patterson sent us a lovely card saying I knew that boy in the yellow car was trouble. She also included cookies. P.P.S. Desiree, your mom says hi from the beach. Yeah, she's here too. Surprise family vacation. Without you.